Before we start the video, if any of you want to leave any circuit requests or maybe just show some pictures of rooms you're working on, join the Zombie 878 City Club, and there's a chat where I will chat to people. People will show maps they're working on, and I show things I'm working on, and we can talk about circuits here if you're having trouble. Now let's get into the video. Okay, so now we are going over these settings at the top. I went ahead and prepared in advance. So let's go over subrooms. In the subrooms tab, you can go ahead and click add subroom and make a name. It doesn't matter what name it is, it's not going to be taken like the room name. But you do need underscores if you do want spaces in it. As you see, I already made a room. If you click on it, it will send you to the room like this. And now I will be in the other subroom. And if I click on the tab, it's going to say that I am in this room now. So settings, subrooms, I am here. Let's go over some of the subroom settings. Let me get out the maker pen to fly out and show you. So over here, you can see a skybox. It is a oh, well, I'll go over the things later. Let me go over the public save version. You already know how to change a subroom name. The public save version, you can have two saves. You can have a public save and a private save. This is for people who like to work on their room while people are still playing the room, so you don't need to shut it down or tell people to watch out for a bug or anything. You can have a public and private save, max player count. You can change this if you want, or you don't have to change it. Of course, you need to hit save afterwards. And now the subroom mood. As you see, the sky is blue, the ground is green, the sun is out, it's a sunny day. If I wanted to be a cozy sunset, it's a cozy sunset now. It changed the whole skybox and ground. The calm night, it changes everything. The same with each one of these. It depends on what room you're making, to be honest. But you can change that. Okay, we got a few more options down here. Set as entry room. This is the room people are going to start in. You can have a room with multiple entries. So for example, if I went to this subroom and I clicked on entry subroom, now you can join either this room or you can join either the subroom. It's randomized. But of course, you always want just one entry subroom. I mean, you need one entry subroom, not always. Yeah, you need one entry subroom. It won't let me deselect this one. Show circuits to everyone. It shows the circuits to everyone in the room, but of course you get additional ink costs, so sometimes you're not able to turn this setting on. Directional voice chat. It will adjust players' voices based on where they are. So if somebody was in front of me, I would hear them a lot better than if they were behind me. You can turn this off, which I usually turn this off so people can talk from wherever they want in the room. Easier to work in groups that way. Use new material. Toggle between the new and old style. If you haven't been playing the game for a long time, you might not know there was an old style materials, but yeah, they did make the materials a lot better. But if you want the old aesthetic of Rec Room, go ahead and do it. Remove griefable chips. I don't really use this. I don't really find a reason why to use this. But just know if you do use it, it could break some of your circuits and prevent some inventions from working. Move subroom. It basically will take one of your subrooms and it will add it to another one of your rooms that you click on and hit select, but I don't want it to be a part of that room, so I'm not going to do that. Now let's go over keys. I don't have Rec Room Plus anymore, but I think I added a key in my recent Tycoon tutorial. I think I'll link that above right here. You have currencies. I also did this in the Tycoon tutorial. Consumables, I don't think I did this in the Tycoon tutorial, but it's the same thing. You can make consumables for free though. But of course, if you have Rec Room Plus, you can go ahead and set a price on your consumables. And consumables basically are like you want a speed upgrade, or maybe you want to give someone something special in the room for buying a consumable. Of course, we'll go over more of that later because this has something to do with circuits. You got earnings, which shows the earnings you get from rooms, whether it's purchases, whether it's donations, and of course, if you had co-owners, then this will automatically split the prices up here. But if you don't want it to automatically split prices, you can always turn this off and keep all the money for yourself. But I don't know why you will want to do that. Next, you got cloud data. We'll go over more detail about this in a circuit tutorial. But cloud data basically saves the data to the room. So if you were to play Cookie Clicker or Tycoon, that's how they save your data, because it's a cloud variable. You can only have 100 of these in a room. And when it says 100, it doesn't mean 100 cloud data chips. It means 100 different cloud data chips, cloud variable chips. Next, we have permissions. And now if you make a permission and you put it on yourself, if you click on this, it will only show your permissions, but I don't have any custom permissions in here. Next, we have this, which you can also go in here and invite co-owners, moderators, and hosts. That's how you get them in here. Then you can go into Cogwheel and mess with their settings if you want. As you can see, if I did not want a moderator the instant vote kick, I would turn that off, or maybe I would turn it on vote. Next, we have game roles, which if you have a game role for yourself, it will only show your game roles. It only is going to show my game roles, which is everyone. Right now, you don't have the in-game or eliminated game roles. Next, we can change the game role. So if you take out the maker pen, it's going to spawn in this role page. You can do fly, hip equipment slots. You can do pickup restrictions in here. Do the locomotion, if they can sprint, jump high or not. And lastly, not lastly, we have the instances. This will show you all the public instances if you're in your room. So if I had a public room, it would show if somebody else was in a public instance. It shows all the public instances in a list, and you can go ahead and join them. And if you want to refresh the page, you can, to see if they were in the room or not in the room anymore. Shows the ID of the room, the subroom that they're in. So if your game has 10 subrooms, it shows you where they are. Shows you the amount of people in the room. This shows if the room is full or not. It shows moderator or not. I think that's mod. I don't know. And it also shows the age of the room, which if the room's like a minute old, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And lastly, if you join a public room accidentally that you are creating, because a lot of people, they'll create rooms and they'll accidentally join it publicly without knowing. If you do that, you can go ahead and go here and make it private, so people cannot join anymore and mess up what you're building. And lastly, we have the moderation. Disable auto muting. which I don't know why you want to do that because it mutes people that are getting too loud. Disable room comments. Again, I don't know why you want to do that because room comments are helpful. They tell you bugs and everything about the room. Encrypt the voice chat. So Rec Room listens in to public rooms to keep up moderation. If you don't want them to listen into the room, you can encrypt the voice chat and rejoin the room. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Allow new players. Don't know why I want to disable that because then your room's not going to get any players. And allow junior players, allow junior accounts. Junior accounts cannot use voice or text chat. So if your room is a talking game or something like that, you might want to go ahead and disable that. And finally, we have the room bans. You can view your banned players in the room, which I don't have any players banned in this room. I don't exactly like banning people in rooms. You can import your block list. So anybody you have blocked, you can go ahead and just import them and it will ban all of them in the room. Import room bans. This will just import your room bans. So now the people that were on my block list, I think are, no. Import room ban. Oh, okay. Yeah, this imports the room ban. Yeah, okay. And I added my little 2 cents to the end of the video. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.